Usia maami Akosua Serwaa enene ye threaten kese pe kono so na enkomo no chiremu se wupe obi asabi allege e womenum ye fake pa maami Akosua Serwaa abusia di ntira ni na ne se wufri aye Germany ha se ekopi mu oman Ghana wo ye ho se ne wonti twi ene medamase me country medamase ni na ye fake another nchenzo so akọ print aye fake marriage certificate e de akọ mu se wo de kwa akodada aye Ghana ban ana afen so temuafo aye Dorinda Smith ata eno so ye chew afi wusi wo bia Germany ha wo no eno so asa akọ fa fake address say odi siw aye busuapani kofi wusu tupa na say Alex enti wo ankasa no se bi wo de wi ase a wo baaye no kora pa e friend se no kora no onka bida eno ena busia nkomo no e koso se maami wi ankasa no ada wo besi Ghana e wose Ghana fo e bo mode ana Ghana police fo bo mode chi maame no na omode ne kwase ne ye ekokwohwehwe ne nsemu chese maame no ne nsema wo ka nyina ne nsisi akwan so maame ne ye obi a woso odem na oni aban ekote abusia kinka abekasa Monarch abekasa na mepese obeka me ho akwaji nchiremu ahagusu yeke Black Media.
Issue is whether or not the plaintiff not living with Daddy Lumba for 17 years constituted abandonment.
Say abandonment issue.
From the plaintiff, attorney, and witnesses, PW1, the deceased relocated to Ghana in 2013. This is what
I don't see 137. Fanny to us 137. Paragraph, the next paragraph 137.
137. It says that the attorney could not answer most questions averred in her own evidence in chief.
Good.
She had earlier mentioned.
Good.
I want to try her normal
It's surprising because it's shocking. Because also when Timia answer any question, most of the questions I to man no when Timia answer.
Also, the attorney could not answer most questions averred in her own evidence in chief.
Attorney ne ya Akosua Serwaa or no one question Timia answer.
All right. She had earlier mentioned the plaintiff could not relocate with the late Daddy Lumba because she had to remain to pay the mortgage, take care of the children as they were young, and also pay for loan they have contracted. Yet,
you see, Rahel, I say, Madam Mortgage, because of mortgage in tea, and I then, ultimately, I court confirm say one team ama mehwe kunu enso sese no okakọ pre LA no mortgage na otua no oyi enu na film. You see how dangerous this person is. Mortgage no on say German dan no ono ankasa dia be to court say this is an evidence right. This is an evidence that this is a property between wo and Daddy Lumba and yes sir. And it's a wo kwa pre property eba na say na we sa property in the film. They don't even know what they are saying. Say, any odo brain so pa or me fale ele German. These people they don't reason. So
I can kind of hardly.
Rahel, move to 139.
All right. Now I'm a young kind
young kind because of those.
Yeah, I will try. We are speaking to people they need to understand.
137 more de man can see.
Okay, all right.
What the
And see, yet under cross-examination, she could not give any detail of any of the reasons by saying, I do not recall or denying outright. She gave evasive answers.
Evasive.
And contradicted her
because evasive now. Not to say, well, otutu a phone party ma court no. Evasive.
She gave evasive answers and contradicted her own evidence. She did not know anything about the alleged loan contracted, not amount, date, bank, or who contracted it. Even PW1 also denied under cross-examination that there was a mortgage to be paid, even though that assertion is stated under paragraph 20 of her own WOC. Even PW1 also denied under cross-examination that there was a mortgage to be paid, even though that assertion is stated under paragraph 20 of her own evidence.
So what did just say and trunk one on go to
I guess the two braces see what court hopper.
Entro fita yi. Afi de ye ko bisa wo say loan na wo ka ho asem. So mo sorry a. Ni ntia wo mo di odobro ni atem airtime ni nyina ne say o mo say Akosua Serwaa bre. Wa bre nti no e wo say wo twa ne bre so aba. Ye ko bisa wo say loan kro na wo say wo dia madad lumba nti wa bre no. Ewo hefa bank ben a unnim bank no okay ese unnim bank na yati ase sika na edodo sen a sika no so a unnim you don't know the amount and okay ese say unnim amount so or the date ni da ben a date ni so a unnim
eno so yini
so unnim amount no
da yini
unnim date no amount no so a unnim
bank
hey this we have people supporting this. People with brains. Move to 139.
139 says that these answers confirm that the plaintiff did not relocate with the late Daddy Lumba.
Okay, say you can't abandonment in Wassim. And it's answers here, the judge and say, a confirm, you say, and yet.
Yes, or say these answers confirm that the plaintiff did not relocate with the late Daddy Lumba. Meanwhile, it is clear from the evidence on record that he left Germany for Ghana for medical attention. Even though the attorney mentioned 2013, same cannot be correct. Because her own evidence at paragraph 19, she says that the plaintiff visited the deceased in 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2018. If the deceased relocated to Ghana in 2018,
I'm a hero. I went to prove in the case here. All this are fake audio come out, some mother year or no other better now abonti some cotton radio station. So Omukaka say and about 20 say 20 and one new and throw no criteria. This is it. You see, I repeat it no. So Munka say and a 20 or buy and a 20 say or buy 20 and then a copy more cotton.
Papa, okay.
All right.
This I am thrown on share and no copy court no. And it will be catch yourself Akosua court no coin. In some of and thrown no try. This is the evidence.
All right.
Move to.
Hey, nothing can you.
Would you move? Say 142 now can you now 139 now can.
There be 139. Let's move to what they do one of my young kind in Nancy so that at least it will make meaning to the people that are listening. Why kicking? It is because that's the only thing that we are discussing today. Until let's have time and our time no kinky. Forgive me what I say. It says that if the deceased relocated to Ghana in 2013, then the plaintiff could not have visited him in 2010, 2012 because he was not in Ghana. In any case, these dates mentioned are disputed as D2 was at that time married and living with the deceased at Tantra Hill before they moved to East Legon in 2016 from the records. These facts are confirmed by PW1 MP and D2 was living with the deceased at Tantra Hill from 2010 to 2016. All right, King.
You see? Na mo kasa sa time na ode bae no. Ode bae a enko beto odobro ni Daddy Lumba sa omotifi ho. Sa time so no ne natifi ho no mo. A omotifi ho no ma omo wo mba, omoti ho no ma omo ji omani. Mo so mo say sa time no ode bae, obae a ade na wa meto odobro ni ofi ho. This is what the court is saying. Say it can never be true. Rahel, 142.
Right. Okay, so 142 says, thus the court can safely infer that the late Dad Lumba relocated to Ghana sometime in 2006, about 19 years ago, and from all accounts, the deceased and the plaintiff decided to stay their separate ways.
From all accounts, the deceased and the plaintiff decided to stay in their separate ways. Abandonment no any desertion. So if you have decided to stay in your separate ways, there is nothing like any marriage anyway. 144. 144.
Right? All right. 144 says that whether 19, 17, or 15 years, it can be said that these years are more than enough to confirm that the deceased and the plaintiff had decided to stay apart.
Nti court no say, right, obedi determine say abandonment because one Dad Lumba woni Akosua Serwaa no omote ho no. Was there anything like abandonment? And no, you say, Mammy, you no decide say you are staying in your separate ways. Court and say number of years now you can once no enough. Say you 15, say you 17, say you 19, enough for any court on this planet to determine say Akosua Serwaa or Dad Lumba no, they had what permanent separation. When you have permanent separation, there is nothing like marriage anywhere, even if you have a marriage certificate. In this case, even ultimately the marriage certificate, no crampo by the court say nka SAS fact we no nka enough. But when Timmy and Farmer until Yanko Hompo, so these people talking, they don't know what they are talking about.
All right. It says that it is not disputed that the deceased has surgery in 2013 at Focus, and yet the plaintiff did not visit him. From
and this issues, you move from number 3, which is abandonment now. Now number 4 no, or person who the intention to dissolve the marriage. Was there any intention to dissolve the marriage? The answer is yes. There was an intention. Letter now it was what? It was an intention. Then we move to the number 6 now. Was it 15 years now? That number or ne odobroni etna no. And none enough to say odobroni na. The court decided to say yes. So we know about now for that number of years now. Wababe a year oye. Then you move to the number 7 now. Or say person who say Akosua Serwaa or Dad Lumba no. Did they marry under the German law? Right? Did they? The answer is what? Is no. They didn't. Maybe I can't show. And obisa say Akosua Serwaa or initiated divorce and medical can say there was an intention to divorce, but court and say and now say Akosua Serwaa or the ensa koye na ensa no ye be kire mu kwan ya ye fa so ye gya aware ntino eno de obe answer no word negative kind 1 3 4.
All right, before I make 1 3 4, let's all tap the screens. 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 Pamucho, your movie likes no encore 500k. Encore 500k. Why? Or the encore 400k at least for now. We are almost at 300k likes. We are 1.2 people watching right now. Ayeka say tapia ibedu sisia. Okay, at least obia my 10 taps and not 20 taps. Cry. The record be great. So guys, let's all tap. And then let me take time and then appreciate those that are tapping the screens for us. Therefore, let's take note, okay, that everything that we are saying is coming from Judge Dorinda's judgment now a buying, okay. And say if you are okay with it, that's fine. If you are not okay, and then I've told you, say if you write anything, one of the things I won't tolerate on my platform is for anybody to disrespect my panelists. I've always said it. Oba Hasia, yendi ubiatem, yendiatem oha. So if you come and disrespect the people on my show, me pacho, ocho comment, now what disrespect you, pacho, I'm going to block you. And I don't want to do that. It's pacho, so umpese ube di block on kwadia. If you're not comfortable listening to what is in the judgment, then please, you can go elsewhere and then watch whatever it is that you want to watch. But if you're okay watching, then please kindly watch and then let's move on. Don't come and disrespect anybody on this platform, please. All right, let's go on. Kike,
134.
All right.
No, count only the first part. No.
134. Okay. So the 134 says a party has to prove to the court that the marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation. This is the sole grounds for divorce. Or see, a party has to prove to the court that the marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation. This is the sole grounds for divorce.
The sole ground, right? Sole ground, just say that is the only ground, perfect ground. Ubetimi gina so edia and if you are able to prove to a court to say your marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation, and that is exactly what you have proved in the previous point. Say either 19 years, either 15 years, either 17 years, it was enough to show, say, the two of them were decided to stay in their separate ways.
And then in the 2018 letter, no, Mami Akosua said the marriage has broken down beyond.
Yes, and that means our arena has broken down beyond reconciliation. And the moment it has broken down beyond reconciliation, then there's no marriage. So 135, right?
All right, so 135 says that although the court may find one or more of the facts required to be established for the dissolution of the marriage, the court shall not grant a petition for divorce unless it is satisfied on all the evidence that the marriage, on all the evidence that the marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation. You see, Dankwa 1978 GLR 371. Here, there is no evidence on record to show that the late Daddy Lumba went through customary divorce proceedings with the plaintiff, and that's the letter alone indicating a return of the head drink to the deceased cannot be relied on, concluded as such.
Say asma me kind and I be see what say because of say ensa yentimi an confirm me identity ho eno nko an ma sa question we no. Apart from this no, all the others ni na no well yes. And see yen to aso na yen the next one no or say or person who say the two of them no they shared a matrimonial home near na Monarch kind no or can say or mami no or mutna dan ba kumu na Monarch kind no if the two of them were cohabitated and there was what or they share matrimonial bed 153 paragraph 153.
All right, 153 says this is clear from the record that the plaintiff and the deceased did not share matrimonial home when the deceased relocated to Ghana, but rather.
First of all, mami, you see, say court not confirm. Say they didn't share anyone any. This question number 9 no. No person who say the two of them no omo cohabitate and I say they shared what a matrimonial household and the answer is what no. They didn't. So if there was no matrimonial home shared, there was an abandonment. Intention of the dissolution of the marriage is there. 15 years staying with the Dobrin. Dobrin is a wife. Akosua Serwaa and DL under the German law there was no marriage. They didn't cohabitate. No matrimonial home. Then we go to the number 10. Then we are talking about what the habitual residence. Obetna Ghana for 15 years. The habitual residence Ghana na court and say yes. Then number 11, whether the marriage between Akosua Serwaa or Dead Lumba no, had broken down under the German law. The answer is yes. It has broken down under the German law. I'm going to read the law to you. And any other odd issues. So these are the 12 issues court in the so everything is yes, apart from our arena and San Kwan, a Hong Kong, no. Until everything, Bibia went in the favor of Odobruni. Namo tete hɔ namo kan se mu mon kan judgment am so mon kan na mo kontokwa mo yededa diska edi mu akoye emu fufuo nyina sela mo te akoyisu na jimi nkwa na mo jimi
kinkel mo question kakra
mpacho wetin mabisa
o se awole da nsa ade o ma hu nsa na se de
so o ma nya adanse obi a medi adanse se one na jinsa no. That is what the judge is saying.
Oh, but okay.
Nti eho na nipa na obedi adanse no ono so wa
amba nso ko ba dia kekeke o ma aw na yesen ka wale bia na kedi abom gara we na keko baby comfort for pa mami. Okay, we dey fancy here ya. Okay, trust.
All right. Kike yako which one?
Nti
Yeah.
89, paragraph 89.
Right.
But before then, right, go and read paragraph 74. Assembly or honum, no, on country of year. 74 are now 89.
All right, so 74 says the law also allows a court not to restrict itself to the resolution of all the issues set down in the application for direction.
Nti right, so 12 issues we know say o determine we are branch chire judge ne kenten say 12 no nko na onyina so emfa ye determination say bibi wo ho no na say efri rate ni mu baaya ana say efri mu pleadings ni mu baaya obetimi agina so eho na me pese me claim obi aso say although say almost 12, but apart from that no me can we because of omo appeal fun bi na omako no and similar woman has been addressing this judgment too, but they don't want to read. They don't. That's why I'm saying this. Say, and yet 12 no kwa. The judge says, after that, the BPM will plead in some more, or wait me then agina so. Before so kind 87, kind 85. Right.
All right, 75 says that 80, I must
85.
take 85. 85. All right. 85 says that does the plaintiff must prove that she and the late Lumba contracted a civil marriage under the German law through an expert witness, such as a qualified legal practitioner or an academician. Yes, about the civil marriage under the German law means, and the standard of proof is upon the balance of probability.
You see, and plaintiff no Akosua Serwaa was so prove say on the Lumba no in the German law no omo contract any marriage ana 87.
All right, 87. In this case, the plaintiff did not satisfy the requirement of the rule insofar as proof of foreign law is concerned by calling an expert witness to give evidence on the foreign law in issue.
What
constitutes marriage under the civil law of German law was not proven by the plaintiff.
Well, say answer the question no. Mami try when rate ni mu say when that Lumba ware under the civil law in the German law. What constitute
in this case, the plaintiff did not satisfy the requirement of the rule insofar as proof of foreign law is concerned by calling an expert witness to give evidence on the foreign law in issue. What constitutes marriage under the civil law of German law was not proven by the
by the plaintiff. What constitutes marriage? What constitutes marriage under the civil law of the German law was not proven by Akosua Serwaa.
In that case, the court is to presume that the German law is the same
as the Ghana law. And the one to prove you didn't prove your marriage under the German law. So there was no marriage.
I think Anka almost the expert witness I think he said it would have helped.
Now expert witness na ko fa na wo hefa. Woni mi say we certificate na wo dey akọ no e fake. What me the expert witness na ko. Woni mi fa na nko. That is the reason. Yeah. That is the reason. Until paragraph 88.
I would say oh there. I'll come when we come to the video. I would say something about what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. 88.
All right. 88 says that the tendering of the marriage certificates was objected to by the learned counsel for the defendants. This objection had been raised during the hearing of the application of the interlocutory injunction on the 28th of October 2025.
Until we no omo the actual appeal say omo say year omo the call no judge na wan reject it. Meanwhile was stating what say mo tender no or object to counsel for the plaintiff defendant no object to this certificate na mo the call no omo nim say fake no ntino omo object kusi na obeka na nu asem odi na obebo no kusi na beka na numu asem se kopie mu e wo court dem ho no mu se certificate no judge ne kan se an onim ne wo makoye na wo makoye ye no ma bi e no mo de be court na ni so se e marriage certificate. This is what abusuapanyi said that enti odi na ko gina court se waka se the certificate na fake. Meanwhile your own lawyer said it and confirmed that.
All right, the court rejected the document and advised counsel for the plaintiff to ensure that they complied with the requirements under the Evidence Act. It is therefore a surprise that the plaintiff did not comply with the requirement nearly a month later.
Yeah.
This paragraph is very, very necessary. This paragraph is very, very necessary.
Now, right, me so hard you cry 89 no. Paragraph 89 no. Okay, omo appeal no mo ko ina no. The main points of the appeal no. One of them this 89. Right, can hold me cast me
All right, so the 89 says that Section 6 of the Evidence Act says that in any action, an objection to the admissibility of evidence by a party affected therefore shall be made at the time the evidence is offered.
Indeed, almost main say judge reject or marriage certificate in there. Judge I accept marriage certificate no. I then I rejecting outright. Me what can say
Section 6 of the Evidence Act says that in any action, any objection to the admissibility of evidence by a party affected thereby shall be made at the time the evidence is offered.
Jump on that kind so it must be
and then it gives and couple
court now
all right, it must be stated that the court is duty bound to consider and evaluate any document it is indeed inadmissible and to reject same if the court finds it as such.
You see, and then I'm complaining and say why say adena one gian tumuno adena or jehye or jisumu no say one gian tumu obetimi aje if I don't know inadmissible obetimi aje na so ojiwie na so ohwe mu a oye ne judgment no right And no be decided.
But seriously, Jack Dorian, I'm shocked that
This is a detailed judgment. This is a detailed judgment. Any proper lawyer be as a catch yourself assassin will appeal. You will never do it.
Right, adwuma ma me ne ye na ese nke bona baso pe ma na
appeal no mo kono why adwuma ni na wi o adwuma ni nti judges no better appeal no so no it will be easy for them why adwuma ni na
wow
omachi buho right.
Hey, but like seriously, the woman is serious. This one other. Hey, I'm shocked though. She or say if it must be stated that the court is duty bound to consider and evaluate any document if it's indeed is inadmissible and to reject same if the court
finds it as such. In my minute, also one year and Tumudia, I then Ojisumu, I don't know Oje, and so say or reject ye. Also, I didn't know on fan Yajuma, but obet me aji. Ojia, court be money to me, say, Ojia. Let's say, or share BBA, not for who or making a decision during the time watching the judgment now. Obetro say, Opa reject it, Opa accept it. The law or court law not was her. A year and a couple versus a year Idrisu 2010 Supreme Court ruling. And what say
like it's more like the woman knew the questions that will come out of all these things and she actually answered most of them.
So only say I don't know crowd mom the say fake. What can 19 no me case me jiro.
Begin say they said if you Rahel is saying the certificate is fake, they will be happy, pa. And that word they will never hear from my mouth. Is a word
I am saying it.
I have never
been saying it from day one,
and I will never say.
I've been saying it. I'm not rate no. Rate now. I'm court no. Rate now. I'm call on the 3rd of October no. That time I mean saw rate no and I catch you say a fake. My car since that time.
Ye Africa sa de ye fike ene
omoto ho ma me ohana eduma be kire me DM provide your address if you think that you are a bold man na me ka kire say munye serious munye serious mu pa me address mu ma me no owo me address mu ko no ho no mo de be mamo because city na owo so no Bonham ho no no be ono say okoye aware no me di ho no makone aba me details nyina e wo ho mon kan che mo ma me so onko honum okobon ham honum a okosandes amto a on kan che mo say obite social media say oba honum o de ni details nyina ba ho o mo de be ma no
tira ye show no amanfo so transmit live on is show nya some petwa BBC Nigeria fu nyina ehwe.
Yes, I think a lot of people are streaming the live. That's okay. Let me say, me now be almost person me cast and be now almost implicating me, but me right from day one when this issue started, I know how to choose my words.
Right, oh yeah, Rabba. Why?
Inti right, time paragraph 90 mama na me nchire mu nchom.
All right, 90.
Kinki afen no do me favorite 1991. Afen no do me favorite no.
Yeah.
Hey, Monarch, there's a judgment. Today I were 3,642 people watching on FYP.
Muti FYP. Mumbra na muti.
Kind of 3 times you.
Yeah.
Why are they?
Yeah, 94.
Why are they?
94 na any favorite pa.
I no do me junction 1991.
Me but the officer I need to be arrested no. Don't worry, okay. I dey go on be na so they be arrested me no. Omo they will know.
Yeah, we won't find a drone be you don't worry. And you won't find a drone.
All right. 90, right?
Yeah. Paragraph 90.
Okay. So upon a look at Exhibit B and B1 being the purported marriage certificate and its translated copy, and also the purported original that was brought before the court by counsel, the plaintiff counsel for the plaintiff for the court to compare. After the plaintiff had closed her case, the court agrees with counsel for the defendants that the purported marriage certificate as submitted have no probative value.
Tutuo.
Indeed.
Hold on.
Underline word.
Let me find the meaning of again not having a probative value.
Yeah, now what's happening with the purported?
Purported.
And the line word is what purported. And indeed, purported one now, copy now on the buyer, no. Right. And I will say, almost answer the another purported one buyer, almost say a original. Sa eno na oba omode buy say eye original omode buy amra na omo ankasa omo close omo case ono plaintiff no wa close the case awie ndu ma de ko ade omo say eye original ndu ma de ko eno ye family book no
omo say original no
nti eno na omo say eye original nti the purported one na eye copy no eno omo say another purported one buy omo say eye original sa purported one omo de buy no omo say eye original no omo close omo case awie na judge bia o pese o kire mo say na ni trim ya sem papa ade na mo ye ni nyina no onim ne mo ye nso mo close mo case awie kura o so be gi ahwe e na o gi hwe ye sa nipa we ye mfa no ni judgment enko appeal bia onim nyansa bia o nyasa.
Okay, so it says that saying something lack probative value means the evidence does not help prove or disprove a fact in a legal case. It has no useful weight or connection to the point you need to show in court.
In other words, useless.
Useless. It has no use.
Useless.
Off topic, the fact does not relate or say why evidence lack value. It be off topic. The fact does not relate to the case. Unclear. The link between the proof and the event is too weak, old or weak. The information is too vague and updated to help.
Useless. Right.
Useless. The opposite all kind of
right. Go to 92.
All right.
92.
Let's go to 92. All right. 92 says that I must state that there is a distinction between the legal burden of proof and evidence burden of proof. When it comes to the legal burden of proof, anyone who makes an assertion bore that burden to prove those assertions. But when it comes to the evidence burden of proof, it's a tactical onus. Here,
Hase nti so prepare rate now do be kokota senior why is here so dey abusuapan ekokoti they will have to prove in some abusuapan aka wo say sa asem na abusuapan aka no e dey agu hu fi no wo be prove akire court no kwan afa so agu hu fi you prove it to the court asem abusuapan aka every previous judgment no mu you have to prove say asem no na egu ohwani mase you prove it and who prepare rate na the court na we need be mo so those celebrating omani age a omode ton fufuo no de omon fanton because omon crofo no de omunya bibi say dia na omakoma abasoro omutimi tua mo obi kura tua wi a na osan akɔhwe na accounts mu say I don't know my accounts are empty na we de koto fufuo no wanhu omutua wi ansa na omadwan ba omo so the reason after they've paid money. Such people, they are depressed, they are dangerous.
I must state that there is a distinction between the legal burden of proof and evidence burden of proof. When it comes to legal burden of proof, anyone who makes an assertion bore the burden to prove those assertions. But when it comes to the evidential burden of proof, it is tactical onus. Here, a party is to produce evidence in support of an assertion to contradict or weaken the evidence that he has been led by the opponent. Oh, okay.
Video ni ade a omokasa busuapan yakan na they will bring the full one ne ya hwɛ ɔmo kan bob fu wa no wia mbetie ne papa shi kan ye ansa na ne abusapan because ne papa shi kan ye ɛna ma abusapan so kan de kan ye so they will compare it and they will know. Move to 93 and then 94.
All right, 93 says that, let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted. Let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted to certify the German marriage certificate, and by that she could have tendered in evidence such attempt being a letter written to the Ghana embassy requesting for the certification. Not just say hold on. I can hold on. I'm missing because I'm
only attempt keke. Only attempt keke. Sisi ya odi abusapan kokoti o tie ne o kire o mu na san o de certified authenticated version of a marriage certificate bi ebeka ho so o so kan no enu ti na ma o kan we no enu ti o kan we no o se nka previous court no nka o make attempt keke o ma make afa na o beka kire se afa na o beka kire se sa time no a o call ye no a court womantimia authenticate ama wo mo no afa na aba beduru when the cancer say moya lawyer kusi.
But hold on. Also, let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted. It means that during the trial, they didn't attempt to
They didn't make any attempt.
Now when see the kind of paragraph 88, you know, also the plaintiff lawyer was advised during the interlocutory injunction now raising concern.
Judge na advice no so onko ye.
But 1 month
after 1 month one moment me and
let me read again. So let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted to certify the German marriage certificate, and by that she could have tendered in evidence such attempt being a letter written to the Ghana embassy requesting for the certification. Now the way na papa she koji
ne papa she koji ye no
papa she we say na be ask
no okoji free embassy hodom no sa confirmation no me say enne my sister honey blossom why a very good job on my brother Ankwanoma me wo adwuma mu na obi de a screenshot or more record free in life no na omo ye life no they've been able to get a copy of a similar letter like that from the Ghana from the German embassy in Accra. A similar letter like that obi dia okoya omo de man no they compared it with papa she ekura no right unse medical can dada sa letter no me kan ya ka ho asem kra wo honey blossom ne platform no so ama maka say a fake letter sa letter na papa she koji free embassy ho na o de ba court no medical ka say a fake na ne my sister honey ne platform no wa confirm with what a similar letter from somebody o de toto ho sir, to whom it may concern, no, me di can say, let it be no one makakoji or embassy why betray to whom it may concern. Original one na ekura o mona me compare we no. It was not addressed to whom it may concern. That person's name was there. They addressed the person's name. The reference number was missing.
I see.
Papa she there no, the reference number was missing. And even under it, there was a footnote. Papa she's one was missing. Me di can dada say a fake. So you see now confirmation. You see it? Until the paper she kwaji ye no.
Is it that you people mono you're blocking man and mo pay now what is it? Me I
block your move.
No. At this point
you suffocate you.
The person will me that German no answer it.
Rate we no
renovation straight away.
Or the abusuapan yakokoti was say we must the original marriage certificate. Me catch you say oboa kan 94. Ube hu say me so oboa.
But we no okay ke ha say no kan ye we yo. One is don't block anybody, no, because Adebe Ayeka biano, they are not willing to take what we are talking about. Yes, so
but we are injecting pains in their hearts. The pain.
Me no, me nya mama dwe wo from say
no. We are not saying it out of our head. It's a court document. And this is the same court document. And so that is what we are deliberating on. What we are doing is just going through the judgments and then deliberating on things that are inner. Is supposedly links to what Uzabeni said. Why are you writing all these things?
I'll have to inject sense into your brain. Yes. And Monarch, me say, and me ohona akwabi, or say a friend Kosi Buachi also. Waba me DM or me picture dia to one say or my address no waba me DM. Now me say this person or person who swing nyansa. And I make nyansa de kire no. Sa Kosi hwan no. Such a person no me sure say brain na identity no utimi process it. He can't even process it.
Don't mind him, Kiki, and try asem so. All right. On say after the first way or twice so beside the lack of certification. So this part is very important.
Okay, read it.
And to the first one, let me state that the plaintiff should have attempted to certify the marriage certificate, and by that she could have tendered in evidence such attempt being a letter written to the Ghana Embassy requesting for the certification. And then 94 says,
Unim says, I attempt no, court no, ekaye no. Judgment no eba wie na pe no sa attempted letter no eba out judgment no ba wie no na lawyer kusi esan ko twere attempted letter no na backdate no. I have all those letters. I have them. Minister Alex, we have all of those letters.
All right.
This is how criminal these guys are.
Or backdating say be say time no twere
na time no or make attempt. Sa no so twere.
Okay, so let's say with the court's judgment.
Yeah, from the court.
Bibia, you want to said they made an attempt. Bibia, my court to do that. And in 94, they said beside the lack of certification or authentication, counsel was to bring the original marriage certificate for the court to
94
I'll say besides the lack of certification or authentication, counsel was to bring the original certificate for the court to cite and compare, since the court was informed that there was an original certificate.
Thank you.
However, what was brought to the court was an extract from a family book or a diary, which counsel for the plaintiff admitted in open court.
There is God.
The document, therefore, could not be the original, and its copies. And copy being exhibited. Therefore, the extras cannot be proof of a civil marriage between the plaintiff and the late Daddy Lumba.
Who say? The catcher will say. But you can't say. Or need that Lumba, I was civil marriage. You make us a no crane. And none of proof. This cannot be proof of a civil marriage between Akosua Serwaa and Daddy Lumba.
Therefore, so the extract cannot be proof of the civil marriage between the plaintiff and the late Daddy Lumba. The extract is significantly different from the document purportedly tendered in evidence as the marriage certificate.
Good.
Yes, fake, you know, fake, you know.
Fake, you know,
so,
maybe we're fake in a super mobile. So paragraph 105. No, that is what the fake is. You may call Ufri 104, Obeko 105.
Okay, it's Mika 95 Nana Minko menu.
Can 98. Would the jump 98 no cry? Would the jump 98 na kan 103. I want a paper now okoji and fake one now okoji no. And now be someone same no. 103.
Also, Exhibit C emanating from a foreign embassy has to undergo authentication and certification, or the person who executed it shall have been called to testify. I must state that it would be a Herculean tax to bring any foreign consular officer to the jurisdiction of any court in Ghana due to sovereign issues. But the fact still remains that the document was not certified or identified as prescribed by law. It must be noted that even though the German embassy is physically located in Ghana, it is not on Ghana's territory or jurisdiction due to sovereign and diplomatic immunity.
Yeah.
With that in mind, any document from the embassy With that in mind, any document from the embassy should be taken to form a foreign state or subdivision of a foreign state, as provided under Section 161 of Evidence Act.
Yes, Papa Sarah, what German embassy in Accra? Accra, all right. Accra, but Germany, because of say embassy in Accra, no, a portion of Germany, and see what I'm saying. It's a before Honoma, it is a free Germany, pepe. It is a Germany document, and I will say, authenticate here. This one too, you have to do the same thing. Nasenka, enya sem na yenka. Na enye fake no man on person ya. Kwa kwaji sa letter no, nipa no a letter ne fa no hono no ti Germany. Ana Accra for na omo ho no, omo source anase omo supreme e Germany. Enti eba ne say ana sa nipa no ti Germany no antimi anko the main supreme boss for no anko gisa ayi no. Na wan fan sen ne mu na ono no soma wo se wo mum ko the embassy ho no e wa Accra ho na kwaji. Judge no oye very smart ohun say ade a omo ye ni nyina no eye fake no ma na omo ye ene sa ade a fa ko fa gyanumu so utimi de fa gyanumu ba de a ene emagi ahwe wantimi amfa anko famu meaning say ade na oye ye no ono anka say onim say eye fake no ma na oye.
The proof of a civil marriage require documentary proof in the form of a marriage certificate, marriage license, together with other executed documents by the parties and videos of the ceremony, and cannot be proved by conduct as it is in the case of customary marriage.
Yeah, right. In the customary marriage, you can prove it by conduct. So do need no. Now where there prove also prove no. You have to prove it beyond any doubt. Without a marriage certificate and then a video, no court on this planet can accept say you have done any civil marriage with anyone.
The plaintiff did not tender in evidence any video aside the purported marriage certificate. Even Exhibit 0 series was tendered in evidence through DW1 after the plaintiff had closed her case, and so the defendants could not cross-examine the plaintiff witness on saying.
Yeah.
And only the way he went to me and cross-examine because now I'm close your case.
0 series.
Other Brony Crawford no entity no.
There be 0 series no. Evidence every abusopan lawyers no. Eho na eba. But no picture. Say picture bi beto abonten na purported bi Akosua Serwaa one dead lumba almost sensan bibi no. So man timi amfa makot. Right. So bisa sa picture bisa. No picture beto abonten na video bi so san be kan ho.
No, hold on. Mami san kan view. The plaintiff did not tender in evidence any video aside the purported marriage certificate. In just a video be court. Even Exhibit 0 series was tendered in evidence through DW1 after the plaintiff had closed her case, and so the defendants could not cross-examine the plaintiff with witness on scene. Exhibit 0 series near there.
Can't I
see Exhibit 0 series are photographs purported to be that of the plaintiff and the deceased signing a document.
These people, they don't reason. They don't even understand the judgment too. Because person be kind po.
Not just a picture now. The Exhibit 0 series no say enke bantama anka odobroni and abusapani lawyers no could have cross-examined it and see if say we are na say enye no.
Yes.
Because I'm man terminating they couldn't
no fast because omunim pefe say ade a omaye no fake. Psa picture na better abontin no. And it omusa kan no mo say oni omo de ba be question wo mu ababisa Akosua Serwaa ne nkrofo say sa picture we munya wo hen mutwa wo hen omo de na mabontin say na mu say that the Lumba or share Akosua Serwaa kawa unsa omo sensan bibi
Miss Fiona said the defendant submitted it. Submitted that the plaintiff Akosua Serwaa
they don't even
the plaintiff did not tender in evidence any video aside the purported marriage certificate. Even Exhibit 0 series was tendered in evidence through DW1 after the plaintiff
DW1
had closed her case. And so the defendants
yeah.
So the defendants could not cross-examine the plaintiff witness as same.
That's same.
What you say?
They don't understand it. So the explanation and media no. Who said the way I sit here no, if you have not read it several times, you don't even know and you don't even understand. And most of them no, when they read it, their understanding no, of what they have read no. Actually, and let me post me a post to be. And Crofobi obi buy or name be banter be was or say or a doctor or something. And I make a and say so see class 1 demuda because onim even the difference between authentic document and authentication. Authentication is a process. Authentic is what? It's an adjective. So an authentic document is not the same as what an authentication. You take a document through a process, that is what authentication and certification. But an authentic document, if it is not authentic, then it's a fake document. You go to paragraph 105.
All right. So, also the 0 series are photograph purporting to be the that of the plaintiff and the deceased signing a document without the marriage certificate or a video. The court cannot prove the civil marriage on a photograph alone, especially in the era of photo shoots and alone without further credible corroborating documents, evidence where proof of a fact demand a strict documentary proof.
What is our AI nkasa picture no na nka ye de ko cross examine wo mo hu say o makoye AI na mo de na mabontin say a picture that Lumba ne Akosua Serwaa sensan na o mo shekawa. So omo that kind of picture wo hono ma right nti senka wo na wa ye wa na nka wo this strong picture e wo hono ma ndi ka wo fan court.
Of course.
Everywhere na video until there was another video better abontin e ho na me analyze the video and me catch omo say video no it is not in Germany. Germany standards amt no the setting no there's nowhere in Germany that have that kind of setting in Germany here. Say okoko koya wa there's a big hall like that. Na nipa gu honum na ehho na moka kosensan kosam dabi it is not never true. Okwa the officiating officer no the biamta no the office ehho na mo besensan maximum of five people wo no unu no mu ye 2 then the officer no oka ho amoye 3, then there should be 2 witnesses, moye 5. Then in the officers of office, jama mra no kire say eho na mo be sensan. Mo sensan wi a, na mo hye mo ka wa wi a. Eho krampo no mo pa mo nya hwe biem because jama mra no ntse Ghana de na mo kwa sorry dan mu wi ansa na mo kwa hye ka wa no. Jama de na ye opposite. Wo be ko office ho no akwa ya ware na wi. Nti wo ko ye wi a, omo mfa ho se wo be kwa sorry dan mu, wo nkwa sorry dan mu, omo de omo ya omo civil ama wa wi. Nti se wo ya sori koni a na wo befa wonu ukunu no mo beso mo nsa na makoma ma sori dan mu na makwakoye mo de na mo sofo achira mo ujama for they don't believe in that say kwa sori dan koye wi ansa na wako office wo da bi ye ma date na koye wi a wa wi eno ano no ne wo ye wo sori dan ho de ye wa nkasa wa asem wa ankoye a wa ye wi omo de omo nyomo document na makwakofa AI we na mo de abeto abonten na mo una o ha na ya send message na bo hu se na ye sensan Akosua Serwaa na wo hye we kawa na nso mo kodu court mo ntimi afa single picture anko mo ntimi afa single picture o mo ntimi afa bi anko na mo ka se odobroni onfa ni picture mra mi wa wo so de ne ye civil no wo ntimi afa one picture kra anko right kan 105 ho na fake no ewo anything will be a Timmy Casse marriage certificate now the call, a fake. This is where it is 105.
All right. Let's all tap the screens. Tap the screens. Now let's move the likes to 500k. 500k. Pacho 500k, Miss Chema. As Kike Pacho 105.
Paragraph 105.
Okay, so 105 says that does the court finds as a fact that the plaintiff could not prove her marriage, which she alleged was contracted under German law.
Pause. When we say court no finding as a fact you say Akosua Serwaa ntimi prove na warrior no under the German law. So there was no marriage between the Lumba and Akosua Serwaa in Germany. Can't you also?
Does the wow.
Okay.
Does the court finds it a fact that the plaintiff could not prove her marriage with which she alleged was contracted under German law, since proving a foreign law is a matter of fact?
It's a matter of fact. Matter of fact. And yes, the power of 20 come obi ni ade na obi nko gina mu mame na wo aware a obi na bekwa your power of 20 Akosua Serwaa fi oti wonu mu fi se o aware o genuine marriage nka mu fi se nka power of 20 na nka de be mu obi na oka na ye fake ada na ya anche no na ono so pese ye che na ada na wan court and obi so mo sa question they can't answer so pese nka ye nche no a se nka obekọ court nti wan court na okofa Paul aton say ye kochi obi a ho na ye nche no
tiene echi aton na ibinya eyim
nti kona ko prove wa ware no krampo no wan ko prove na se wote se ya chi aton no dia ho na obeba rahe ko prove wa ware ne keke no wan timi an ko prove nti se ya chi aton no mom dia ho na wo beba se ene mu nja aton na mo ncheme rahe does it make sense? Does it?
Hey, lavish. All right, hey, or say she could not satisfy the presumption that she contracted that marriage by providing an authentic
authentic document, identified document, and a certified document. Court no can no miensa, right?
Okay, she could not satisfy the presumption that she contracted that marriage by providing an authentic,
number one, identified, number two,
certified copy of the marriage certificate.
The certified copy is about the certification and then the authentication.
Yeah.
Identified document a document court no also court no say a marriage certificate. It means say document or the back court no was not identified. What it means in say document Akosua Serwaa the court no, it is unknown. It is unknown. Muntieni a document obia nima de cro. Nobody know what it is. And then the serious one, the authentic document.
And KK, let me type on Google and see if a thing is not authentic, then what is it then?
That is what I posted on my page. And
Hey, type there. Let me type mine, please.
They don't read, so they don't understand anything. Even so, who read it, they don't want to accept it. Why? Because they are not willing to assimilate. Such people, no, me, I see them as what? As people who don't want to what? Process their brains. But some better what they are.
So, me type say. Is something me type on Google. Is something me type on Google say if something is not authentic, then it is so that Google will give me other words of it. And the first word that Google gave me was fake, not real or made to deceive.
Yeah.
It gave counterfeit, an illegal copy of a real product.
Yeah.
It gave me bogus, not genuine or true.
Yeah.
It gave me imitation, a copy that looks like the real thing. It gives me funny, not sincere or not real. That is what Google says.
So many words: counterfeit, funny, bogus, imitation, spurious, artificial, forged, simulated, inauthentic, deception, deceptive, synthetic,
We'll meet Google.
imposter,
We'll meet Google in court.
fraud.
Why not see Google? Meet me in court.
Copy, sham, falsify, purported. All of these things are the same thing. So
Another almighty one, fake.
and fake.
Yeah,
So
at that point, I'm taking Google to court.
yeah, so they have to take Google to court. So if a judge has decided to use one of these words, Momo say. The judge use one could use the word fake in it, say, oh, can't I will say, oh, can't fake, and you can say, can't fake, because judge or can't fake. I don't want to see class one, then muda. Say you was synonym, and I was antonym. One class one, then muda.
All right, Kiki. So I know you can't Rihanna. Okay.
Indeed, right.
I think you have 106 Ninka.
Okay, what in the 106 account?
So consequentially, consequentially for the contract, then after that we go into the video of Abusia Penny, what Abusia Penny actually said. All right. Consequentially for the contradictions. Hey, let me see. Hold on. Okay. Consequentially, for the contradictions, lack of authentication or identification, and the lack of certification, exhibit B1 and C are hereby rejected as they have no probative value and will not be considered for purpose of proving any civil marriage between the plaintiff and the deceased.
So, me catch will say, or needed lumber, any our Arabia, until the ostity woman are wrong, until or say, for the purposes of proving any civil marriage between Akosua Serwaa and then the lumber. There was nothing like that.
Very much. Wow.
So there was no civil marriage. As we speak now, a court in Ghana, which is the High Court in Ghana, has stated that Akosua Serwaa and Daddy Lumba had no civil marriage between the two of them, as at the time of the demise of Daddy Lumba.
And away no wakawa, and away ya kind of that 107 ya kind.
I think say ya kind before say.
Oh, okay, before. All right. Wow.
Until Rahel, rate now or Mudia Koto Court, just what as someone asɛm abusuapanyin kae ɛnyɛ asɛm a wode kɔgyina court a sɛ wokɔgyina court akɔpɛ defamation na a competent court bi ɛbɛka saa asɛm wo ɛde ama wo. It will never happen. Why? Because everything that was said can be referenced to this particular judgment. And even from Omwankasa lawyer no can say, judge no crack catch the say, Onimni Omaye, Onimni Akoso. Judge no catch the
thank you, my love.
Yeah. Kusino can say, judge no catch the say, Onimni Omaye. So Makoye papers be no de be court and to say a marriage certificate. This were the words of Kusi. Or not as a new Muslim. So the judge knew what the Bakubi crowd or say, judge can say, or afraid Germany, and I say, why your course be now only my crowd or my own kind of court to them or a crowd now in the interview, no, Dazi TV, no, or no, the cancer no, say no, or court to them will be. This is what the judge said. And now I interview Kusino, Akwanakasakaye. So if the judge said that, then what do you say, I was a penny say, me paper and me koye or Ashtown and you know defamation. The defamation in India.
Wow.
So you go and prove it. You go to the court there and then you prove say as some no kaya no defamatory. You prove it to the court. Until right, this particular rate na that one me catch you say it is dead on arrival. There's nothing in it. And there are so many things involved. Number one, the address of what of nipa no oye plaintiff na wako court no. The address is what is fake. The attorney no so only address, only identity.
Okay.
So all of these things will be addressed. There are so many things I don't want to put it out, and they will deal with that.
Yes.
Rahel. Thank
you. Monarch, hey, Kike, you're not going. I think echo video anymore. We are treating this one today once and for all. We are not coming back. All right, thank you so much, Kike. Monarch, middle, please kindly come in. Oh, sorry.
The actual I had is almost 2:30. Yeah. Right, I think so.
I'm sorry, Michelle, be right. Kinke, I just want to
Oh, right. Kinke, please now.
He said, Kinke, family America said. And family America said. Hey! I can't go to you.
Kinke, but I'm better by our nasa. You give me a little time.
I mean, quite humanity. So I'm trying to. Because of near fufu we more yeah, so I will dedicate this for the fufu because my fufu so they don't reason properly. That is why I came to address them.
Kike fast oh, they come on Axel. Kike, thank you so much.
You will force them to bring the case to Germany.
You force them to play nonsense.
And they will bring the case to Germany by force.
I'll force you to play nonsense. All right. Monarch, me Pacho, please kindly come in.
I think we said and Kenya Sampa, I think he wasted time on this trash because me really rating.
Yeah.
Me Hunyans are same but my Mindy can't share Fufu Nation for no. I mean, share
Fufu rates.
Share share airport cleaning. Share cleaning on one share skirt pink. Share cleaning $8. Share na pa. Ryo.
Yeah.
Rate we me sure say ma me na nkasa no. November judgment no wakenkan bi. Ma me ne sen kwa on say the enyumra ho analysis a kinki okoti chapter we paragraph we no ready reading so ready keko ready no analyze it we wo omo platform ni bia so ko ho no mu po sa nya bro atenidie chese ne kwa ne ba ko yam kote maami e champo ni lumba ne wo kofiti chese na right me better no answer ko we no muti o ma oh me receipt no ho
ba ku bia mana mi twawa no enura ba ku bia screenshot bi obi de send me abusapani nyame na tia na kai se wo yare da hospital obi ana me ne kasa ye na ni 30 minutes crowd na me nya sa screen ayi no ya kasa ya din koma ya sresre ni ade no obi say nyame na tia na kai ya se wo da hospital abusapani no nyame na me se nkrofo we
no o kasa sa anso obekum no
so social but as far as social media and throw hapa seriously
this is one half for disinformation and misinformation so me share video na am so na me kada bia say nkrofo we no just o share bodam wa modam and o mbeka bia no ha beto mas right omo rate no ma me rate no o say obi akoka fake nti ene me kra me person ko me so sama me bi nkebe me de pa
enka medicare tatoso
kame high lawyer bia me amekwa ko defend me ho case we
me say medicare tatoso
case right. What have we said? What have we said? What have we said? What have we said that speaking outside the confines of the judgment? Everything I'm saying is in the judgment from day one. These people have used that tactics of sophistry young in chantro cleverly. Neman look like a no no my use me analysis I may be no de say kinki dear judgment in me de oma lawyer kusia no ase ne be analysis right here mummy intias.
Okay, hopefully I'll be very glad. Yes.
Let's watch this video and we will see how we talk about it. Let's watch the video. Just a minute. Let's watch it. My certificate, original one,
so man is posed with a very simple question. Marriage certificate no original ankasa way. And mashada na ma compile video so na oka asem no na ma sam na repeat say be ya obi tie no antie ni obese tie bio.
Yeah.
Viewers, let's watch this video and we will see how we talk about it. Let's watch the video. Just a minute. Let's watch it. My certificate, original one, say why?
You with the answer. My sister, I'm showing these things to you before judgment, and the reason is simple. The kind of things people are seeing on the social media about our inability to provide the originals. We did provide the original, but like
wait. I am showing you this before judgment because of ensemble of kind of social media say and provide the original, and then he further states we did provide the original. A very emphatic. Mommy and Shannon.
You said, that's what you talk. Repeat them again.
My certificate, original one, say why?
You with the answer. My sister, I'm showing these things to you before judgment, and the reason is simple. The kind of things people are seeing on the social media about our inability to provide the originals. We did provide the original, but like we said, initially we had the certified true copies.
Okay.
Which has been verified now.
Now, Wakase, we did provide the original. He goes ahead to say, initially, we provided true certified copies
and certified
which have been verified. Yes, we provided two certified copies.
Also two.
True, like as a something that is true.
Certified true copy.
Yes, which have been verified. So now it's original, verified, certified. In the same case, Nessie.
And the other side raised objections to most of the documents, creating the impression they are not aware it's original. The judge is okay. Or bad admit it. No, I will to or the better. But meanwhile, never original number. And
Asma walking. Also the original number. True certified copy that has been certified, but the other party council no yes say they pretended like omunim say original tea. Judge ne catch them some go for original. Asem we are working. Rahel, what the original ba truly certified and is verified. But judge ne say because the other council na nyan to music of original bra. Okay, yen to us. Right, me ban pese me defa Bluetooth na 18 yenti.
All right.
Fan cheme se 1 minute.
Em jabo pacho answer no de befa eyim no. Yen nyina yen tap Mr. Mane yenko Nana Dopia, thank you for the taps. Stop Peggy, thank you so much. Hilda, thank you for the taps. Em jabo pacho yen nyina yen tap why Mr. Ma. Yen tap na yen movie likes no enko. Mona, give me a little time to acknowledge those that are tapping.
Okay.
Hold on. It means that nobody's tapping at this point because I'll get a notification here. Let's all help the live by tapping the screen, sharing the live, and then supporting the live poll. Okay, thank you so much, my T. Thank you for the follow. All right.
Right, obisa but dede hunu mano pa dede hunu.
Aye. And then I know Jamasa. At least it will even wake Monarch best sorry.
No, but dede hunu.
Mami maybe yen chibia right. Obo dede hunu na. I had me hunu mo bona. Me de ho ache no.
Hey, Monarch.
No, I will to or the better. But meanwhile, never original number. And we call Germany for copies of the original.
Oh God, that's the way you talk. Repeat them again.
Initially, the certified true copies.
Okay.
Which has been verified in the court. And the other side raised objections to most of the documents, creating the impression they are not aware it's original. The judge is okay. Or bad admit it. No, I will to or the better. But meanwhile, never original number.
Okay.
And we call Germany for copies of the original.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying? Fortunately for us, application that require registration almost 35.
Rahel. Okay, can say we na ewie no. Yet ye baby en can be shape. Papa is sorry ya. Now for be release another bank account.
Also almost time for there be hold on. I some not quite
let's take it step by step. Or the original buy or the truly certified copies are you verifying so by and the other council lawyers no the Bonin Lumba lawyers near to say the name say original in judge and say ontimi for waiting to sunti uncle for original number so they had to call Germany for the original.
What the Germany no so no na ma me no so Akosua Serwaa no so to Germany o. So calling Germany for the original no. Why na mumbisa say why na ofre no?
Why na ofre no?
Okay. Akosua Serwaa no to Germany o. Then we call Germany for the copies of the original. Into omo no friend fa. Omo friend standard samt. And that's friend fa.
Yeah, wahana papa is abandon.
The thing is that if you know say Adena Wakojino is the original. Why are you calling them?
Why are you calling them for the original? You are calling them for the copies of the original.
I can't tell you so far.
Satisfy copy normal so on the call, you know. And if I know more certification.
Exactly.
Most munya is a movie release another banger.
After say a year,
which has been
19th of January na buy. After say a year, what are you saying? What is he saying? Fortunately for us, application de kwa registration mo sent para o man sent para 19th of January na bae.
Okay, to us.
Who the application kwa kan wasem?
Yeah, we.
Yeah, judgment 19th January na bae.
Who say make us make can say? Let to be on ma.
Sent para o man sent para 19th of January na bae.
I know your application being.
Who say judge ne can say they should have attempted no. They can say and what you know let us in babonten no and on back date no and no wasem na wo kan you nti ne me na make no on say abesi so say o back date no say na be ya amanfo be hu say attempt na judge ne kan no oyeye me was so no onye any attempt bia. These are
in the judgment court. Judge Neka said they didn't make any attempt to certify anything.
And then
it wasn't before the court said almost certified bibi nebi or monsen yankaye. But he's saying say at the codina afeina certification afeina almost certify momono
afeina
Right, the judge if you wanted them to judgment you say inka onfa letter and I actually say yes or make attempt and then I say certification man when to me and provide this letter impo it tells you said they did not even make any attempt to do that
and I can to the mama can to us
utie mashara na masheshe nsem ne te se de odobroni hihye na disi die na yi na dwade no fefefe inti ode yemfa ne se yanko school ofri ni broni gina ha ye be hu difference mu no ye yin se mo kekan ya bedu ma ne pass ambo junction so a waka kire se application on choko Gemini na bedu 19th January 2026 January 2026
those are the things that they want to use for Japanese law.
That's what they want to use.
Inti we no se busa penyi kwa fa me se me nko court nko defend na me the video we pen beko. Inti se what the application called Germany after say was original certified verified now woni nyina and I was a call Germany se yembre certification and I was be do 19th January 2026 case in in November 2025 inti me say I say 2026 in afina certification about be do any the other kuku general court 2025 no and on any and no na
fake
I think there are so many questions when it comes to
go for it said almost assemble city simino sa no mutwa kwan ko mu nyina wu chese no anzo matiasi or she left and right somebody boom mama me ede ni kuna yema ye fufu nation asane ba ye say we see obusa panya ko jubilation
obia court case asante kwen ne tiwa na church court case mu kire omo de
chese
omo mu ntimi kire omo de what the fair question is mu ntimi kire de na on na church court case mu akire mu.
But you see, sir, it was a penny rate at and it's Alex rate at travel pop. Hey, it's like wildfire. Everybody's posting and talking about it.
Right. What we need pay no mean sala how much edible sala ko to abayi president of Ghana. So nin kufu we nyina ko to aba ayi president I would imagine president of Ghana.
Oh, okay.
One who born young comfortable as a moody. Mammy aseni ene me and I'm sure the mammy that I mean, reading Assembia and Fasos about the mammy read them in the cases. Baby put it was say, I was a penny is Alex and I was a penny good as Alex. A good any master say, one may a CD and not just one year. Obese when you see dear, how does that prove marital status? When you show that we
Michelle, Monarch, Michelle, 1 minute. Michelle, Monarch, 1 minute. Simple certificate no ye fake why me
That's all my dream. Made my new scene now. Me share rate here that we are. Address a cry fakey. Just a mobile we are seeing fake and I'm grow fake.
I'm distancing myself from any fake on this platform.
Right. Distance home. I mean, my only as if you want to say heaven yes as Mammy no the marriage certificate need fake. We are the buy data was a cry in fake. Mammy and Cass and the character. I will be done. The character will be fake.
I don't see a fake. You fake, just like the certificate.
Mammy no be so you fake. Oba for no, it's the one cheap plan. Hello, my country. Hello, my country. Medamo says, I'm a baby benina.
Medamo say,
you can't show. Yeah, I use court as a move court. I said, don't get your cancer, means me court, but I'm okay court as
any idiots can go to court.
King K. Eh?
But no, you be on a train. Me suspect your mama and porno. And I will only show say Kaka could Christian a Troy.
Why now? Ma Motrona. I'm next. No. Yeah, now where we see you.
Next. Namukra ye pobia chena to my mama me nesen ketchiri tum first.
I'm next. Makoka said me. And I move on what I'm doing on this platform.
Fufu nation for my people in life.
I mean, Mubenya de Edim Yakokotino. I say I'm next to my
1991 now. Oh, say you do 1991 home. Okay, simply say, okay, 91 and Quebec say. Not only did they refuse to adhere to all the things that were supposed to have been done, no. Not only that, but the plaintiff also admitted, say, they had practical hardships in meeting the statutory demand
of
Evidence Act, Section 1612.
Yes.
I'm going to study law.
Monarch, my main kind of 91.
Thank you, Rudy.
These required provisions were not adhered to by the plaintiff. At page 18 of the written address by the plaintiff, not only did counsel admit that same was not done, but with the explanation that there are practical hardship in meeting the statutory demands of section 1612 of the Evidence Act.
So for Jamisha, on the meti, me share you soon. Ya kind judgment is and this ya ni ku. Thank you. Yeah, catch them. More team.
Monarch, Twaso, I am very important. And yet, in the answer to the interrogatories, the first question was answered to show that an authentic version of the marriage certificate certified by the Consular Ghana mission in Germany was attached, which was not the case.
Yeah,
you see?
Kusi manakura.
Manakura one opariga bi.
Oparida.
Yes, this interrogatory was answered by Richard Oparida. That is correct of the plaintiff solicitors, who is not fit to do so since he is not the lawful attorney of the plaintiff. There is on record a lawful attorney, and yet the said Richard Oparida went ahead and answered on oath the interrogatories of matters he had no personal knowledge of. Supplying untruth answers, as clearly the attached document is not authentically certified document, was rather unfortunate, and the law clerks should desist from such unlawful acts.
I was saying, no. So, Judge, no, Emma, Ebo, Coco, Ekachire was a Codaman Koyebium. Look at this.
Go and see no more, Brian. Made Manuel Siba only to add by saying, say, Omo Niamano, my Nina, as my mini, I can kind of say, everything shows clearly it's a court on coin. They just went to court to waste everybody's time, just to whip public sympathy. Now, be say, omoko court no, yesisi omo, ena mami, ena usunya me, ena mami wa bre, ombrense me mami so bre pa, lumba so bre. Upese hu mami ni suba na pese hu se lumba bre ahwede wi mami na conduct no within this few months. Na me die me ka said the word fake no madam for pa madam for be the fake
on a go there me so with saying that word what I say
maybe person ma me me ode me kokot na nke the social media no so right read you am there betumi o the mamoto for twa no for no crowd be ka say gala we they are saying
yenya crumble abusia penny there honey blossom of your welcome
fake na sem no call mo kan nipa fake di can feel no pie on YouTube Papa She was the first person
I can be say bopa God bless you
honey blossom me chiao na odi dede hunu ni fema yen ka jones we rate we dede hunu me say de jen ka te ni kodu e wo kwa
honey you are welcome
honey blossom you are welcome my lady and
on se mi ton na change miss me da ba honey me ciao
right
okay
fake
and Brian would don't now would say honey platform you know what platform is
honey is muted
and you are muted though oh and I be our dough
that be honey honey that Brian anyawo
muntie we you icing on the cake muntie
according to my investigation no it's a late mammy sample the bunny confite dealer FM now it's a late what they got the lumba and the boy
wow
we nipa we
ya ni abodamfo we na e kontokwa
abrochire say ye pa bi sama wa ye hwehwe wa adwumi hwe say bibia e pepe panza na asema wo kan ti o onyo
we na oti dealer FM hono that the lumba banono mami e sample no mami e sample so we na wo so ya no I was say Bobani won't buy it tia. Abishafa, pay my investigation, no. Say coffee tell ya what it do from Hono.
Coffee tell out in Dear Contminka. Dile FM or can dile coffee tail continue kazi coffee tail way.
I got the lumba titsai the banya kodai. I wanted that the lumba and the warrior is a legs.
Hey, that lumba he has to come back and answer a lot of questions.
No, coffee tea ya debiano what's it the from one debia would the mamma say what the what the bracket what tamino that was a fall me say na catch them no and me bisa say na say na ye day precope and I send the banya kura o mo nyina tinya dam wo mati adiama ya mamma say wa precope sa say ya papa de friend iti akono ya simpeni form akoma yensa akokudako. It's a legend, no frame, I'm yet ampoli, and no more than it's not, no, Mr. Mammy. Daddy Lumba can't be out today, yet ye are aware. No, no, me, it's Yakona make us say, dear FM, a yametia. Ain't in Obano. I was someone in Amobeti or Dobrunia, in Amoba supporting. Someone supports you or Dobrunia. He said, Mammy, Akosua Serwaa, Mammy, now what's it German? Say, Yana Comodian, Mammy, now what's it German? And you put you in the black. You put you in the say, well, no, a Japadia, you know, a beckoning home. Now, about all mamma bunny be, one mamma be, no, some would do a dop on yet see, no, you fighting and sacandia. You bet me kiss your someone in our day. On Sabbath, come on, dear.
Hey, Ryan. I'm say, Mamma, dear, Mamma, no. I'm say, if we are singing, Ubia supported the Bruno Bon Sampe and a supporter. Na nipa bɛn na wo de oba wiase no nipa papa ne atitiri ne nyansafo nyinaa support o enti saa ma me we no mse ne nyankopon na atwi obi ka no sɛ ma me we ne nyankopon ne nyankopon a wotimi selection we ma we no nyinaa kogu one side na sa Alex mo ne Honey Blossom ne yensi kogu one side ne sɛ nyame ne mpɛsɛ masum bi
ka me twi su bonsamum
nyame we de me mpɛsɛ masum nyame otisi nti wa we nyame do wa wo de nipa we be ma so defender nipa we nyame do wa o de nipa we be ma sɛ o meka wa sɛ ma enti Kofi Tail oh yeah, that the Lumba ba.
Submission now.
So it was as Ayeka, it is different when say you're deliberating on the judgment, the nitty-gritties of it and what actually is in. It's different when you're also saying something that you can't substantiate. And we would buy now the evidence not back it. Na obiaje, but you see, just saying stuff without any evidence.
Okay, we are not their tongue.
Let's listen to the song from your brother.
PK. I'm for the quiet fake.
Oh, Brian,
Safufuno, who said the other time, mucha environment, but very, very dirty. Very, to be honest, dirty environment.
Your friendly Dico.
Now, the way I almost see packing on a ground, in fact, I saw and your crowd.
I've not seen it.
I'll find the video and I'll post it on my page.
All right, so let's listen to Monarch's song. Okay, let's listen.